daughter went to pieces because it was like, I'm sorry. Oh, we're going live. Okay.
Betamax.
No, go on. Go ahead. Go say what you were saying.
Oh, so we were just about to beat Betamax, the real Betamax, and I had to pull her out like 10 people away from.
That's awful.
Yeah. So yeah, those are memories, and she still remembers it. I guess 12 years later.
Yeah, use it against you forever.
There ain't nothing wrong with that. And hey, guess what, everybody? It's Good Friday, you bastards.
The internet brings comic fans around the world into one comic book community. Comic creators and comic fans, tonight you are seen, heard, recognized. Because comics are for everyone. Live from Miami, Florida, broadcasting around the world, this is the Not Near Mint Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. It is Friday. It's Good Friday, and it's Easter Friday. So we won't keep you waiting too long to show some really cool comic books. It's the top 10, and we're going to be talking about modern creepers, comic books that have been slowly inching up, although it doesn't seem like we were paying attention when we got it. It was cover price, and holy crap, how's it $50 now? Good to see everybody here tonight. Should we just jump right into the top 10?
Yeah, sure.
Do it.
So here we go. Let me blow this up a little bit. And this is the third week of April 2025. I'm going to jump on over to the other camera. And these are the top 10 comic books for the third week of April. And here we go. So the first book is a little bit odd. And again, my top 10 is based off of one sale. Just one sale from the previous week on eBay. This book right here that's going to be the number 10 book, this probably should have been on one of the lists over the last couple weeks. Why hasn't it been? This has been creeping up $5 here, $10 here, $30 here. And my list just haven't really caught it. It's just been going that slowly. But it finally came down this week. But based off of one sale off of my 27, nearly 28,000 comics in this collection here it is, your top 10. These are the bottom 5 that have dropped. Number 10 is Robin's number 2, the Robles variant. This is an open order December of 2021. They call it the workout variant. I'll call it the thirst trap variant. This thing got all the way up to about $150 last week, but it was inching up. $5 here, $10 here. But this week, this near mint condition copy that you could have gotten for about $3.99 back in 2021, $78. It has lost almost half its value, down $73. But again, somebody paid $150 for this thing at one point.
Fellas, what's stopping you from looking like that?
Time. Good job,
you guys. I do
Personal
look like that.
And
Just put it on camera. But I look exactly like that.
Same.
Well, that's number 10. Number 8 is just as a little bit weird. Again, Invaders, number 8. This is Chip Zdarsky. I love him as a writer. There's nothing key about this at all. There was no cover B, only a cover A. This came out in 2019 for a near mint book. $3. It dropped $67 this week, which means that at some point somebody paid $70 and I can't explain why. Yeah. That was number 9. So let's go to number 8. Now, these are other ones that have dropped, and it seems to be a bit of a pattern because if it's not a major key for a new Superman book coming out, because they just showed the new trailer for the James Gunn Superman movie, this 264 issue of Action Comics came out in 1960, fine minus raw, $35, down $29. So if you're looking for the older stuff, I guess now's a great time to be looking for it for Superman books. And then we go to number 7. This is a key. This is the first Flash versus Superman race that ended in a draw. This issue of Superman came out in 1967 in a very good fine, $125. It also dropped equally, $29. Number 6, this also dropped this week. There's nothing new about it, no news coming out, but if you're a Max fan, you can get some of these a little bit less now because so many things are a lot less than it used to be. The Max 1C, I guess we'll call it a retailer variant because I really can't find any information otherwise. But this came out back in 1993, the glow-in-the-dark version of the first appearance of the Max that's tied with Darker Image number 1, $74. Down 26. Those were the ones that went down this week. Here are the ones that went up. Number 5, we have technically the first appearance of the Mask. Although in Dark Horse number 10 is spelled MASQUE, but the way how the character looked did not look anything like this in that issue of Dark Horse Comics Presents. But here, this is where you finally get the look that Jim Carrey would have in the 90s movie. This thing went up this week for an 8.5 Very Fine Plus Raw 1989 book, $59. It is up 22. Again, this is usually somewhere floating around $30 to $50, but you can usually find it for less. It's not like it's that. Now, this next one is weird. It came out this week. It's an open order variant. This is Summer of Superman Special, number 1. This is the Lozano variant. It was open order. It's a pretty looking Supergirl cover. Oh, hey, Retroverse. Retro, I do not use Instagram. Sorry, I'm never going to check my messages on Instagram, no matter what. If you tell me I won $10 million, I guess I lost $10 million. All right, back to the Supergirl. So this thing here came out this week. $38. What the hell, guys? Why? Because there's a new Supergirl movie coming? But yeah, Retro, if you want, message me over on the Discord and I will absolutely message you back. I'm sorry about it. It's just Instagram. I got way too many messages and it scared the hell out of me to get me off that platform because I can't have that much time to answer that many people. All right, so again, this came out this week. I don't know why it's up this high. Yes, there's a new Supergirl movie coming out much later on. There's a Supergirl comic that's going to be written by Stephanie Phillips. The entire creative team is going to be made up of all trans creators, and it will be probably a very amazing book, and I can't wait for it. But this is just, it's pretty. That's all I can say. Number 3 actually makes sense, though. This is the first appearance of the Sentry in the Void, came out in the year of 2000. Oh, that is not it. I don't know what happened. Because I never pulled the Sentry. I was getting ready for the show, so sorry about that, guys. Sentry number 1, I didn't pull that. This is number 2. So Sentry number 1, the first appearance of the Sentry, yada, yada, yada. 2000 book, $100, up 31. Let's just move on. Number 2, All-Star Comics number 58, first appearance, Power Girl. This is up as well. Came out in 1975 for a fine, very fine. $119. It is up 38. And moving on to just get this out of the way, we're going to jump right on to the number 1 book. And it's not as big as last week's. Last week's was Giant Size X-Men number 1. This is just the first Hulk versus Dr. Doom battle. First time that Doom met Hulk was in the previous issue, but because Banner couldn't help Doc, he hulked out, and now it's a big fight, and Doom is a little overmatched. But this thing came out in 1971, and a very fine plus raw $72. It is up 49. So there we go. That is the top 10. Again, this list is intended to help collectors and readers determine if they should look for a particular book or series online or wait 6 weeks to 6 months. You can always get it for less. Those are the top 10. So I know we all have gotten a lot of books, so how about we start showing some of those?
I'm always a big proponent of making Miracleman go first.
Son of a bitch. All right, sounds good. Look, I had a good couple of weeks since I saw y'all last, and I'm going to share just a couple. And I honestly, I could probably do an hour-long show just nonstop putting new books out. That's how many I got. So we'll save some for next week. But first up, I got these great Dan Parent variants. Look at
Love
these.
it.
Ooh.
Dave Stevens homages.
Oh my Lord.
Look at these. Look how pretty they are.
Oh my God.
Right.
I'm so many.
They are 3 different books. One, this is the Beach Party Forever. This is the Rock and Roll Special, and I don't remember what that one is, but I don't care. Dave Stevens, Dan Parent, I will buy it all day. And then I got the May the 4th Be With You for the Blockbuster. Look at that.
Oh wow!
Oh hey girls.
Right. Now look, Dan Parent, top tier Archie artist, the Archie artist of the era, in my opinion. But gorgeous covers. And then I went to a little con, and it was quite a good little con. I won't lie. It was quite the con. And I got me some really great, harder to find Chaos books that I needed yet. Which, first of all, it's getting tough for me to find Chaos books that I need.
You need it.
Tacoma
made it. Look at it.
We're back on with game night.
Yeah.
But I got several. This is actually, it's a Chaos book, but this was actually published by Devil's Due Publishing. It was after Chaos folded.
Wow.
They did a few. And then this is from Boundless when Brian Pulido took Lady Death over there. And I know I got more in here, but I'm probably not going to find them. Check this out. The Crow #0 from Kitchen Sink.
No shit, bro.
Right? This has got Alexander Maleev. It's got an original James O'Barr new story with Eric Draven. It's got Charlie Adler. It's got Phil Hester. It's a ton of really great creators. It's all stuff in the Crow universe. Fantastic. I got check these out. Look at this. Underground book. Skull Comics #5. That's just a dirty good looking book.
That's very punk.
That is just, I mean, come on. And then I got Twisted Sisters Comics #1. This is volume 1.
I've been there.
It's that is R. Crumb's ex-wife, Irene Komitsky. Crumb.
Yeah.
She worked on that book. It's great underground book. Switching gears. Check this out. That's a Turok 21. That's a Dell.
Sweet.
I knew his father, Stone.
Right?
What are you doing, Miss
This fella over here. And then I know, right? This guy. And I didn't just pick up all bangers, although I did pick up a lot of bangers. I did pick up some great stuff that, maybe isn't bangers, right? Here's some more Xena. It's a Dark Horse run. This is a weird one. I never thought I'd grab it, but I found it cheap. So I was like, it was $1. First issue.
Oh, no.
Whoa. Why is that a weird one? That's actually a great series. The first 26, Michael Golden, some fantastic work. It's just it kind of falls off later.
Right, but it's not my usual kind of thing. In general, I'm not a big war book guy. I mean, weird war tales. I'm obviously into that one, but a little more Xena Warrior Princess from the Dark Horse run. That run's a little harder to come by.
Hold on. I need to show some kitty love. Kitty love. That's such an adorable kitty.
Everybody loves Kitty. And then I got a couple of these. Check this out. Look at these from AC Comics. That's a Ms. Victory special.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
Not easy to come by. Here's the one that I was really excited, though, from the AC stuff. Look at that.
Yes.
Catman, the Ash Can edition.
Oh, shit.
That's cool, right?
Yeah.
That's a fun, cool one.
Yeah.
And then I never bought Harley Quinn. And then, I picked a couple up. I picked one or two series. Now I'm totally in. I can't believe I was passing up Amanda Connor art. But Connor Palmiotti and a Frank Cho cover. Look at that.
Yeah, I like Cho when he does Harley.
What an embarrassment of riches. You have to choose between the Amanda Connor or the Frank Cho.
Right? It's I'm really digging I got some Amanda Connor Barbies.
Oh yeah, man. I love them. Those are great.
I think she got first started on that, and I love that homage because that's a Lois Lane #1 kind of thing.
That's beautiful, right?
Oh yeah.
That's Jungle Fantasy #4. That's Avatar Press. That's before they went with the Boundless imprint, which was essentially just comic porn. Not that I have a problem with comic porn, as we all know. I got more than a few of those to show you guys in a minute.
Shocking to learn that there's sex going on in this whorehouse.
There are hoes in this house, and they are me. And then
in this house.
Check this one out. Betty Page in Jungle Land.
Yeah, love it.
This is a photo book. So it's a comic all with photos, though.
So not a comic book then. Okay.
Check. Listen, you son of a bitch. This one, this guy over here, always messing with me. Look at this. Madhouse number 95.
Oh, bro.
Look at this.
I'm going to have some Red Circle comics to show you this time, too. Isn't that funny?
Ooh, I'm excited to see them. Look at that.
That is so funny that we are weirdos that get the same weird stuff.
I know. I like being weirdos with you.
I haven't shown it yet.
I love it. Some more chaos books. Here's a Lady Death, Dark Millennium. A Greater Mercury book. I'm getting really close to finishing this entire publisher. It's Edge. Same thing Michael does every Saturday night.
That's what he's doing right now, bro.
Edge Lord.
What's happening? JLA Witchblade crossover. You know, DC.
Fly safe.
Top Cow did a whole bunch of these back in the day, and I don't know how I was missing that one. Another great chaos book. This is the fan edition cover for the Halloween special. Stephen Hughes cover on that. Just beautiful book, right? Alan Moore did not. I don't know if you guys know this, but I'm a bit of a fan of his work.
Okay.
And I like him and such. And he didn't do a lot of Superman books, but he did do this one.
Yes.
That was a great one.
It's a great one. I had a copy. It was a little rough. Got this one for $1. She's beautiful. I love it.
Yes,
can't wait to bag her and board her. I got to order bags and boards. I'm so far behind. Now
I just ordered. Oh, I could send you a link, but I just ordered $16.35 for per pack of 50. And yes, it's through Amazon, but it's not necessarily.
Oh, the My Lights.
Amazon.
I didn't say nothing.
Wow. So, okay, I'll hit you up for that then. Couple more. You know what? How about I do some of the dirty stuff, huh?
Yeah.
A little bit of the dirty stuff here, right?
Yeah.
These aren't dirty. These are undergrounds. Women's Comics, number 6 there. I was missing that one. Here's number 14. I was missing that one too. That's a Trina Robbins cover.
It's at 1606 now.
What is?
The pack of 50. I just posted it.
Here's Saucy Little Tart number 2 from Eero.
I got some saucy little farts.
I bet you do. Now it gets a little racier. Here's Amazing Strip number 5. Venus Comics is the adult imprint of Antarctic Press. You know, they were really into manga. They were one of the first companies to start importing manga, and of course, like everything else, they started with the porn. Here's Xenophile number 2. True story. This artist is one of the original Magic the Gathering artists.
Okay.
Phil Foglio.
Gotta start somewhere.
Gotta start somewhere, right? Gotta start somewhere. And then, okay, now it gets, no, not yet. Hold on. Wait, pause.
No, not yet. No.
Hold on. We'll do all the adult stuff at once. Okay. Gets a little dirtier here, guys. Just bear in mind, it's a little dirtier.
Pinnacle dirty?
Well, I don't know if I should show this part.
Do it.
Larry Wells, Cherry number 24 showed up.
Is it Cherry or Cherry Pop-Tart, or are those different?
Cherry Pop-Tart is the original title. It's the character's name. They only did 2 issues as Cherry Pop-Tart before they got sued by, the Pop-Tarts. So he had to stop.
I have Cherry Pop-Tart number 4, though. I think it says Pop-Tart.
It should not say Pop-Tart after issue 2.
Hey, Miracleman, go ahead and show that book one more time.
Okay, hold on.
He was almost at climax. There.
Warning.
Banger alert. That's what she said.
That's what she said. Now here's Demi the Demoness, number 4. I just got the whole collected edition of Demi, so of course I started finding some issues. Right?
That looks cool.
It was so good. It was so good. Amazing Strip number 7. That's another import. A couple more of those saucy little tarts. Look at that. Look at that cover. Isn't that great?
Saucy little fart, spicy.
Oh no, she's doing it again.
This is Sex Machine number 2, and you know all about that, Michael.
Yeah.
Hey now.
Gotta get it oiled again.
She's shining.
This is now look, I don't know which ones of these I can show.
Lord.
Can I show these?
No.
There's nudity.
Sure.
Let me just put it this way. I have a full run of this title that went 12
Horny
issues.
biker slut.
12 issues. I now have all of them. Well, that's a lie. I'm missing like one. Oh, wait, I can show this one too. There's issue 3. I can't show you the rest.
Accept all kinds of folks, even horny biker sluts.
Right. I don't judge. That's Xenophile number 5.
Feels
This one's-
redundant that they have to say they're horny biker sluts.
Right. I mean, I think biker slut.
Well, I
Yeah.
think I remember that one.
Right.
I think I've seen that one.
Yeah,
That's-
introspective biker sluts did not take off as a.
It did not sell. It did not sell.
True story. I've eaten sushi.
Not individuated biker sluts.
Right. Oh, let's get back to some of the classics, shall we? Here's a
Shall I
giant
see my
size
sushi
Doc
roll?
Savage.
Oh, Doc Savage.
Oh, that's a dirty one.
Man, he can spread them, dude.
Right. Look at
How's
that.
he not hurting that groin?
Transformers
Oh, nice.
66. That's a tough one. Power Girl 26. That's a tough one.
I like that. There is a Miss Marvel that's like that. A lot.
Yeah. And there's that Adam Hughes Mr. Miracle.
Oh,
cover.
hold on. Well, actually, that's one of those earlier.
Oh,
The issue before that, Mr. Miracle, that Power Girl 26, is it the final issue or
Nope.
is that the second to last? That's
Second to last.
gotcha. Okay.
The final issue is that first professional cover or first
Oh,
DC
okay.
cover by
Archer. Warren Lau.
Yeah. A Lobo 59. That one's
Ooh.
kind of tough to come by. Look, see, listen.
What does the later Lobos go to? What does that run to?
68.
Okay.
68.
no.
Listen, this is how Nazis should always look. Terrified.
Yeah. In the crosshairs.
In the crosshairs and
Being
terrified.
hunted down.
Being
Persecuted.
hunted down and persecuted.
I got a
check
Black
this.
Hawk to show later.
Look at that.
Nazis not safe here.
There's a Tippy Teen. Gotta love them Tippy Teens. There's Three Little Kittens number 1 by Jim Ballant, part of his Tarot universe.
Oh, that looks fun.
Look at that, isn't that cute? There's a number 42. Look at this. I'm gonna stop in a minute. Look, Die Kitty Die, another Dan Parent with a lady in her underpants.
Yeah.
I know you hate that. Elvira from Claypool. I actually got a couple.
Oh
Look
yeah.
at that.
Those are kind of pricey where I'm at.
Yeah, they are. It's hard to find them.
Well,
It's
the
hard to
place
find.
the place that sells them, they are not any less than like $15 a pop or more. Yeah, they're
There's that
Oh.
Shock Suspense story.
Oh.
wow.
That's a good one, right?
Yeah.
A reprint, yes.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
It's
a good cover though.
I didn't cut my arm off to buy that book. Come on.
Oh.
Okay. 2 more books and then we'll move on. I got more, but like I said, I could be showing books all night. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 61. Look at that, right near the end of the run. In fact, I think that's the second to last issue, if I remember right.
Wait, so does it go 62 in Mirage?
Yes, first volume 62. First volume 62 issues.
What was the first okay, so that's like volume 1.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. And now I will end with this, just to make my mans jealous.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Whoa, a girl.
Jungle Comics number 1. Very
Gone
famous Dave
by.
Stevens cover.
Man.
But I still don't have.
I got a great price on it. I had most of my Dave Stevens I paid literally a couple of dollars for. At the
You are a rat.
I know. I've heard this many times. Oh, wait, one more. I got to show you one more book. This con that I was at. Hold on. This con that I was at.
Were these all from the con?
Had most of them.
Dude, he's like a little scavenger. He gets it everywhere.
Oh, I haven't shown you what I got
when
today.
he's walking down the aisles. Are they pulling out all the nudie magazines here? Put them on.
Here comes Miracleman. Grab all the nudie books.
This is true. Jim Shooter was at this con, and he autographed my Magnus #1.
Oh, right.
Nice.
I have a Warriors of Plasm #1 signed by him.
Oh, that's so awesome! If I had thought of it, I would have grabbed that.
I found it in a dollar bin.
Oh, that's so cool. So, true story. This was modeled by Jim Shooter himself.
I can see that.
He had to stand in that position for hours so the artist could draw it because he just wasn't understanding Jim's vision for the cover.
Oh my God.
The one in the front or the one in the back?
That's Jim.
Okay.
And this was the lady that like his gal Friday at Valiant.
Shooter is a big man.
And this was being held by another staffer at Valiant. They had a cardboard version of this. He was holding it up behind this woman. And the whole time for the artist to get it, to draw it. And I was like, why didn't you take a photograph? And then I realized it was 1992. They would have had to wait 3 days to get it back for the film.
Yeah.
Oh God.
So,
dude, she kind of fucked up that foot, though. Look at that shoe. What the hell is going on with that?
That shoe's a little wonky. I would agree with you on that. But, look, that's not on her. That's on the artist.
I've never had any Valiant covers, so I guess I should just back off a little bit.
Well, there you go. I've never been on the cover of a Valiant book either.
Yeah, even with the fucked up shoe.
Right. So, all right. So I just showed a shit ton of books. It's somebody else's turn.
Yeah.
All right. And also, we have somebody joining us. We have first time on the show, Retro Scorpion. Hey, Shiloh, he's handcuffed. That's not difficult to get out of. You just have to break your thumb, how I have mine.
I decided to do this because, prop comedy. I have some things to show. Not comic books, but you know how I am.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so.
You must keep most of your clothes on.
Absolutely. But also keep the handcuffs on because I'm kind of into that.
He's playing the role of the Gimp tonight.
Pineapple.
I'm at my sister's, so of course I'm going to keep my clothes on.
Okay.
So. All right. This is going to be difficult. All right. So some of you are thinking, oh my God, Happy Meal, right? It's not just the Happy Meal.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
I was happy.
So
the only thing I'm thinking is this on 360p?
There's the Happy Meal toy itself. Skeleton from Minecraft.
That's cool.
Minecraft Moon. And then you got. Let me pull this other one out. Wait.
That's the frequency cannon.
The Mrs. Potato Head figures. Sorry about the grainy camera. This is what I have to work with until I get a new one. So
no worries.
All good.
At your place you have one that works though, right? When you're not at your sister's, right?
No, I have one that's better. It's just right now that one doesn't have a stand because of reasons.
Because
the stand broke.
I saw your community post. We know.
Send me a link in the back for like a replacement stand.
What do you mean?
She'll find you something.
Yeah, basically.
I can do that on my own. You're fine.
Okay, fine.
I appreciate that, but I don't want anyone doing anything for me. It's okay.
It's called act of kindness, dude.
Would you like $10,000?
No, definitely not. I don't like ripping people off.
No.
I'll take $10,000. No strings attached.
I'll take it.
Shit, I'll dance for it. I'll even. Okay, I'll stop there.
You guys refuse to understand. I am a humble guy. I don't expect anything out of this. But here.
Nice.
Mr. Potato.
These are miniature Mrs. Potato Heads, and I've never seen these, so my mom found a thrift store on my sister's birthday. No. my sister's birthday, and she found
Seeing all these people asking for links to join, we're trying not to go too long. We only go usually about an hour, a little over.
Anything else I gotta show? There's nothing very much to show other than the fact the handcuffs. I also wanted to say, that's what I wanted to show too. You can put me down for now until I grab it. It's over there.
Okay. While you go grab, does anybody have like 1 or 2 books they want to show? Oh, we have a winner.
I have a small haul, so
small haul.
Quick, and dinner's going to be ready soon, so I might have to leave. Poker got canceled, obviously. I forget who the artist is, but I've been getting on this 10,000 Plums Usagi run. It's a 3-issue series. I've been getting
I like the art, even though it's not. I do like it.
Digging it. Still digging Wonder Woman, though they threw this weird guy in next to her. I don't know. Probably going to ruin the book by like being rich or something. This is actually decent considering how much Star Wars sucks. Not Star Wars in general. Modern Star Wars comics. There's so many bad ones. 2 Hans covers came out today. Both open order variants.
I saw the Vader one, but not the Phoenix one.
Yeah, it's so dumb. What is this called? It is a foreshadow variant. Marvel likes to do these like themed variants. It's like, ooh, we're gonna do foreshadow variants. Like,
what does the fuck does that mean?
It means that there's something on that cover that's gonna happen. Like,
well,
whatever.
I know, but it's dumb.
This series just picked back up for the next arc. Really, really good read by our friend Jeff and Gabriel and Jordy.
I'm so surprised that Jeff Lemire is continuing to write quality books.
Yeah.
No, he's a good writer.
Well, I know he is. Excellent. I have that one.
Nice.
Dale
is killing on.
Yeah, I love her.
And then two recent pickups. This was only $3 because it's lower quality. G.I. Joe 132, and I got Showcase 70, whatever first Batlash.
Nice.
They must have Key Collector because they usually put these books at the same low dollar amount Key Collector has, but I think this is closer to mid grade. So get it. That's all I got. And then I got 1 book for the Creeper books thing that Rob's doing, but I can do that later. Let's go back to the handcuffs. I don't get often to say that. Not teaching school.
What are the
It's gotten worse.
How did you change with the handcuffs still on? That is spectacular.
I had to take them off. I'm not gonna lie to the fans. That's just rude, but I did take them off temporarily. This is my Bugs Bunny outfit, but I prefer to call it my Big Chungus outfit for Easter.
I like it. Very nice.
This is literally the epitome of Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
Yeah.
I have a statement to make.
Okay.
Oh, do you?
Yeah. So the our wonderful presidential administration just said the demand letter they sent to Harvard was a mistake. It wasn't supposed to have been sent out. You know what else happened? Harvard said F you last week, and a bunch of universities got together and made a pact and say if they come after one of us, we're all saying F you.
That's the only way that
you're going to do it. It works. These are bullies. Don't be a coward. Just throw that out there because it's total non sequitur to everything else. But you know.
Yeah. Well, bullies are pussies. So, anyways.
Yes, I have come here to learn about the humanities and kick ass. And they just got rid of the humanities.
I don't know about humanity.
Now let's see if you can defend yourself, you sweat from a baboon's balls.
My sister is trying to get into cover. Wait,
all right, so who wants to go next? Unless Retro has that thing that they want to show.
What are you doing?
Want me to go next?
Yeah, you go.
Go ahead.
Okay, I just wanted to show these because his name came up, and they're 2 of my favorite graphic novels. So scared to use that phrase now.
You will not be mocked for using them in this particular instance.
Foglio? No, Phil Foglio. So yeah.
Yes.
I love the original series by Robert Asprin, and he did the art for it. And one thing, I know nobody remembers Myth Adventures except me, but what I loved about it was the books were great, but then the graphic novels, the writer expanded on his story and actually fixed some things he didn't like, and it's actually a different kind of ending, ties up some things nicer, so it's not just a pure reproduction of the book. So I really love when they do that. So I got a whole I'll go through these a little quick because I got them, but I was really happy to find these at a good price, $1 each.
Is that the Uncle Scrooge McDuck thing?
Yeah, they're Uncle Scrooge. Yeah.
Yeah, I saw the advertisement of that on my Donald Duck comic book from for Cover Day at my house. I should have brought it with me if I knew this was going to be it. So.
Yeah, that Carl Barks stuff is great. I grab those up anytime I see a Gold Key book with a Carl Barks. Yeah, it's fantastic.
Oh, these were nice. I think somebody just sold off their collection, so they're all like $1 off. Or sorry, $1 at the comic book place.
What's that publisher? Is that Gladstone? Is the publisher?
Yeah, it's Gladstone.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I realized I was talking for like a couple seconds, muted. I had Great Legend give me a couple hardcovers of the Carl Barks stuff. It's phenomenally written.
Yeah, it's really well done.
By any chance, not near when you say Great Legend, you mean the Great Legend show?
Yes.
Yeah, the guy.
It's funny you say that because before I came here, I was doing like a stream with a podcast with the handcuffs, and he was commenting on them. So,
yeah.
Here's another. He's this cartoon from the '80s. I shouldn't say nobody remembers. People remember. But Visionaries. If you can sing the song, Rob, you can prove that you actually saw the show.
Visionaries,
hey, Rob, what did you think about
vision? And they're airy. Watch out! Watch out! Here they come. Visionaries.
Visionary.
I like this guy. He's cool.
Okay.
What the fuck?
Visionaries, robots. No, wait, that's a different one. Okay. Yeah, but so they came and went. They were toyetic. Is that the phrasing that they said?
Yeah,
so, yeah.
Sure.
But I really liked them for what they were. It was fun. It was if for anybody who wants to know the quick premise of it, was basically it's in the future, technology all stopped, so we're back into kind of a medieval kind of land. Except these people went on a quest and they got little holograms and staffs that each have their own little powers, and so they're and they have little vehicles too that still run. So it was basically
what a surprise! A cartoon show had action figures and vehicles.
By the way,
how unusual!
By the way, did anyone else here watch Biker Mice from Mars?
Yeah, I did as a kid.
See, when I was good, it's okay, but I'll finish it. I'm sorry. When I was a kid, we watched what we call reruns of the shows because a lot of times they would play on channels like Kids WB, 4Kids TV, stuff like that. So, Kids WB, 4Kids TV. I think there was also a channel called JetX or something that played something like that. So, yeah, I said my piece. Continue.
Okay, so. I just, in honor of Good Friday and Jesus dying on that day, I wanted to show some of my favorite deaths in comics.
Rest in peace.
Why do we call it Good Friday if he died?
Because it's good that he died for our sins.
Way too many answers. It's way too many answers for a rhetorical question.
Because Black Friday was already taken up for sales. So
there you
go. Good on you, mate. That was a good pun.
So, do you guys know who died in this issue?
I do.
I'm trying to figure that out myself. So.
Fair play.
Jesus.
Yes. Mr. Terrific. Freeze. That's right. And just like Jesus came back from the dead, so did Wildfire. Erg 5 or Erg 1. And then he came back. Very Jesus-like figure. I don't think I have the Pharaoh Lad death, but...
That's the issue before his death.
Yeah, I know.
And that's first Fatal 5.
I know, that's beautiful, yeah.
I have that one and the next one, which is his death.
Yeah.
Fatal 5, but are they as cool as the inferior 5?
No.
You know, oh damn, did she die?
She dead.
She
Oh,
dead.
Dead.
She
He
dead.
dead.
Yeah.
He dead.
You got so many deaths, eh?
Just like baby Jesus
Arthur Curry
died.
Jr. died in that one.
And it was such a, I have to say, unsarcastically, horrible death. Like they just, why did you do that? It was so mean.
By any chance,
Ooh, what issue?
19. Oh my God, G.I. Joe. It's funny you showed G.I. Joe. My mother, when I was a kid, got me a Kent doll G.I. Joe crossover toy.
Oh, sweet.
Nice. I thought you were going to say she dated G.I. Joe, but it went in a different direction.
Hey, Rob.
Oh, I should say he died.
Hey, Rob, show mine real quick. Look, we're twinning, except mine's autographed by George Perez.
Oh, sweet.
Damn.
It's a good one.
That's one that I missed, man.
Twinsies.
And he was here, too.
Oh, wait. Now he's got it too.
There we go.
Oh, everybody's got it. It's a therapy session.
I'm going to get what I want.
Jesus Christ.
And if you can't kill a little baby, why not a teenager, guys? Phone in.
Oh, yeah.
The phone lines are still open.
Nope. Stop talking. Go to jail.
Oh, my God. That's where I'm at.
I still remember the day where I was when one of the triplet girls died, and she became to a damsel. And of course, the most famous death of all.
Yeah.
Listen, all I'm saying is that triplicate girl they've done the most fucked up shit in comics ever with. First of all, one of her triplicates dies. Second of all, both of them marry Bouncing Boy, and he's a girthy fella. I'm sure he could use double the lovin'. But they never recognize it. I want an adult-themed Legion of Superheroes where they finally answer the questions.
What's the question?
What's the question?
What the fucking question is. Don't make me say it.
JR?
All I'm saying is, are they doubling up on that girthy sumbitch, or are they taking turns? I want to know what the sex life.
It's better to keep that all in your head and not know.
I got a question.
Rob, I got to take off, everybody.
Take care.
Just when it was getting good.
Yeah.
Bye, we love you.
Good seeing you again. So glad you were able to come out
stays
tonight.
warm for a short period of time. Anyway, Creeper books.
Yeah.
Open order variant.
There's one.
Minor key, but it took off and it hasn't come down that far from its heights, and it's just I mean,
it's gorgeous.
I could try to
perfection in art. I look at this every once in a while and I think like nobody's come close to like painting a realistic cover like that. Like there's just something about that that's just like wow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry Poker Night was canceled, but I talked to your wife and Poker Night is back on.
Awesome.
I'm applauding with cuffed hands.
Appreciate you, Shiloh. Everybody, take care, guys.
See ya.
Good seeing you, man.
Take care, man.
See ya.
So,
Can I
next?
Can I ask a question regarding DC Comics and everything? Did anyone else watch the animated film Under the Red Hood where was it Jason Todd dies and comes back to life as the Red Hood? Anyone else see this?
I think all of us did.
Yeah.
Everyone except Lady.
Lady, you haven't?
It's seen what? A cartoon, a Batman cartoon?
Batman Under the Red Hood. There's like a few great, not just good, but great DC animated films.
No.
Mask of the Phantasm and
Which
Under the Red Hood. That is really up there.
Top tier.
Yeah, because I'm not saying shit. I don't like spoiling, especially for Miss Lady. She's the one that's flown the visual. And Miss Lady, all I gotta say is, if you haven't seen it, check it out. It should be on Netflix somewhere. That's actually where I watched it back in high school. So,
is Paul Dini involved in any way?
What do you mean, Paul Dini?
Is he like as a writer or voice or anything?
I'm not sure because I just watched
Paul Dini.
No, Paul Dini's not involved in that one. He was involved in the comic series.
The only thing
he did voices though too, didn't he?
I don't know that, but he wasn't involved in that one. But you know who was?
Wasn't it Dwayne McDuffie?
Yes, Dwayne McDuffie.
The only thing I'm going to tell you is that the Black Hood's in it, but that's it. No, not the Black Hood. Is it the Black Hood?
The Red Hood.
The not Black Hood. Black Mask.
Black Mask. Oh, Black Mask. Yes.
Jesus, I am.
I mean, the comic book. It was many issues. It was a bit convoluted. They took that convolution and made it a sharp scalpel of a script. And when Batman's chasing after this person that he doesn't quite know is Jason Todd yet, it's emotional. I mean, it's something that for actors, they want to act in a project. They don't want to be two toys just clanging against one another in a movie or a TV show. And for animation, they pulled it off.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually spectacular.
On the poetry of the words from Jason Todd and Batman towards each other when they finally confront, it's both sad, amazing, and poetic. It's. You know.
Yeah, didn't he write like animated series or anything?
Oh, I thought he's done a lot of animated stuff.
By the way, ladies and gentlemen, I have cake, and it's really starting to remind me of that Betty Crocker commercial, Bacon Phil.
All right.
Again, we want to keep the show tight to a little closer to about an hour and a half. So, anybody else have any other comics?
I'm gonna bounce anyways because
all good.
They're hurting me. And
get out of those cups. They're not that difficult.
One last thing before I go.
Keys.
It's going to be a quote.
Okay.
2 things are going to happen. Not near mint. 1, that phone's going. And second, you're going to be wearing these cuffs. Jack Reeser.
All right.
I'm leaving. But I much love you guys. Take care.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. If I can hit this while at my wrist.
All right, lady, did you have the books?
Me?
I think you have some books.
Yeah.
I see books.
Yeah, I got some books. I can show. Okay. I'll just show you some weird shit I picked up recently that I've got in the mail. I got this in the mail. This House of Secrets 221.
Ooh, lovely.
Bernie Wrightson cover, or House of Mystery, sorry. Boop. Love that one. And then I got a 255 House of Mystery found. And then I found 269 House of Mystery, Blood in the Grooves, on the Grooves. And I found 264 Crazy Little Demon Baby, Mike Kaluta.
Oh, nice.
316 iVampire. And then I got this great little Commandi here. By Centennial.
Awesome.
With the tiger folks. Yeah, I love it.
I love Commandi. So fucking great.
You know, man.
It kind of goes off the rails once Jack leaves, but
what are you gonna do?
Right.
Weird
one of my favorites.
28. Weird War Tales, yeah. And then I'm waiting on some Mylar, so you'll just have to forgive me. And then it would issue 23 of Weird War Tales.
Another good one.
Yeah. Then I found this is a little, you don't see these often, but a little Whitman variant for the.
Yeah.
You don't see those too often on the DCs.
You sure do.
Like Tacoma had picked up. I picked up the most recent issue of Uncanny.
You're uncanny.
And then I also picked up I Was a Fashion School serial killer.
Oh, so good. Did you read it?
So I haven't, but the interiors look amazing.
Oh,
but I
so
put it kind of loosely based on like kind of some of Gaga's experiences.
Hilliard and Wagner have been doing this and these every year they put out a new mini about a serial killer.
Okay.
Or a group of serial killers. And you're like, how could I feel sympathetic towards a serial killer? And
like
every time at the end of the story, you're like, yeah, serial kill that sumbitch.
Yeah. Here's a Red Coat, number 11.
Nice.
Yeah.
First full appearance of the Northerner. We've seen some cameos of him.
Superior Avengers #1.
Oh, did you get the Black Panther variant, the Killmonger?
I didn't see it. This one I got off a guy for $5. It's comics for cheap online, but I picked up,
Negative Space.
Yeah,
What's that art? John Tyler Christensen.
John Tyler Christopher, I think.
Christopher, that's it.
Three first names
guy.
Sorcerer Supreme, but second print variant.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Very supreme-y.
Yes. Here we go. And here is another little Lestrange, Doctor Strange thing that I found. I like them. I always like it when I can find the photo covers of MCU characters.
All right.
Then I was needing these issues from Miss Marvel. I think it's volume 3, but issues 34, 35.
Sweet.
Yeah. And 36.
Very cool.
Then I was missing. Well, I actually wasn't missing this. I just got a duplicate, but I liked it. It was $5, and I was like, I'm getting it.
It's such a great cover.
Yeah.
It's a good book too. It's good issue in the run.
Picked this up for $3.
Ooh.
So yeah, I was like, yeah, I'm gonna try
that
that
sometime.
The Tomb of Jakkuth.
And then this they had them for $3 a piece, and I was just trying to fill in the A covers for some of my Strange Families.
Good shit.
Issue 3, issue 4, and let's see. I found this too, and I picked it up for a buddy, but a second print of Miami, or not second print, #2 of it, but it's a first print, and he was wanting one, and so I saw this, and I was like, all right, I'll grab this for him because I have one.
What is that?
Miami Mice. It's a ripoff press. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, that's where I am, and I'm a rat.
You're a Miami Mouse. All right.
Actually, I'm 3 raccoons in an overcoat and top hat.
That's what they say.
Red Circle Sorcery.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, I know.
I love that fucking cover, man. It's so cool.
It's such a good one.
Gray
Morrow covers and his interiors. They are beautiful.
Yeah.
Here's another. This is issue 10.
Oh yeah. Oh.
That's Jim Shooter posing for that. He had to pose like that for 5 hours.
Yeah.
But you know what? I believe he owned pants like that.
Yeah.
I believe he did. You know, I wish those books are like the curtains don't match the carpet. The interiors, the art's great. The stories are real bland.
#2. And then I was lucky enough to get my paws on the first annual.
Bam!
Yeah, I just think it's beautiful. Look at that.
Love it. Just love it.
Art. And then
that's not something I usually see very often.
No, I've never seen it when I saw it.
Tis not. It's so good. It's real tough when you get down to those under 200s, man.
Yeah, this is
the runs are real low.
Oh yeah,
the runs are low because that was not a well-loved Wonder Woman era. We'll put it that.
No, I found this for $1.50. It's like, okay, nice. I'll get it.
Is that a Miller?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This one I told Rob about, and I had shown him a while ago, but a Black Cat that I found again.
Oh yeah. Good shit.
Yeah. And then I found this one, Byrne and Claremont story.
Is that a Frank
MJ is Red Sonja.
Did you say Frank Byrne?
Frank Thorne. Is that a Frank Thorne?
It might be, actually.
I think it is, and that's the issue that MJ becomes.
No, it says Byrne and Austin.
That makes more sense.
Byrne and Austin. Yeah.
Man.
And then I picked up this Marvel Team Up.
Beauty.
Spider-Man and Doctor Doom.
Beauty.
Price Gone Mad. There's another weird War Tales.
Oh,
yeah.
That's so great.
Yeah.
Fucking Kubert, man.
What have you done to me, time? I've grown old.
Issue. This is the final issue.
Final issue.
Lane.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. Another good one.
I need
37.
to find me one of them.
Why she's not chained to the train, I don't know.
I don't get it.
There's so many Lois Lane bondage covers, it's not even funny. And then, like, the last issue, they wuss out. Oh, yeah. See, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's Superman.
Hold on. Before I let you finish. Yeah. And
Oh, I finished.
yeah, I bet you have, Rob. Okay. And then, Twisted Tales.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
That's
It's
a
like
good one.
Sci-fi erotica.
Love it.
Yeah. And I found this for $5.99.
Nice.
Pick it up. Yeah. Fuck
Bronze
yeah.
Age Kirby, baby.
Fuck yeah. No, man. And I found Brave Teen Titans.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
I've got one, but it's got horrific spine roll on it.
This is a pretty one. And then I found a really pretty Brave and the Bold with Sergeant Rock.
Ooh.
Damn, I need to find one of them.
Yeah, dude.
Most of the Brave and the Bold books take place on Earth B in the DC multiverse, the pre-Crisis on Infinite Earths multiverse, because none of them fit in continuity anywhere. He like teams up with Wildcat, he teams up with Sergeant Rock, he teams with it's like all over the fucking place.
Oh, Bob, is it Bob Haney? Is it Bob Haney, the writer? Am I getting it right?
On this one?
Probably on some of them.
Since he's writing all the war stuff.
Oh, he was so schizophrenic. Like, it's so hard to read it. Like, he didn't care about anything. Like you just said, it doesn't take place in any continuity at all. It's so
if you think that's bad, read Robert Kanigher whenever he's not doing anything war books, and you can tell right away he doesn't give a shit about writing anything other than the war comics. So when they gave him Wonder Woman, it's like, what am I going to do? Oh, I'm doing a racism cover. Oh, that gives me an opportunity to be really racist.
Yeah. Nick Cardy art, Bob Haney story. Yeah, that makes sense.
Ugh.
That makes sense. Nick Cardy art, man.
He was so wasted with so many bad writers. That's what made me so sad.
Yeah, he was. Cardi was a talent. You could say the same thing about Alex Toth, though, or Toth.
Yeah.
So, I mean, when Toth really got a good story, he ran.
That's all I got.
His art was phenomenal, but too many of the writers he worked with just were like fifth tier writers,
All right, here are some of the ones that I picked up this week. I don't know how I was missing this one. Apparently, anytime we get a shitty president, Captain America quits.
Yeah, he does.
This was 1974. Who was president then? Oh, yeah, Nixon. So he quits. And then this guy, Roscoe Simmons, he takes over for a few issues. And then he dies and he becomes Nomad. And eventually he returns to being Captain America. But yeah, anytime that there's a really shitty administration, he quits. So I'm just waiting. It's now a countdown. It's the final countdown for when Cap quits.
We're probably going to need some.
The last time he was president, is that when Cap went Hydra? Is that timeline wrong? 2016?
Yeah, you are right.
That's
right around then. That's when he.
Well,
it was either then or that was Bush. I can't remember.
No, it was definitely after Bush.
Yeah,
I'd be shocked if it was during Obama's term, but
could be though.
Wouldn't surprise me. All right, somehow I didn't have this. It's He-Man preview in a Marvel Age. Nice big muscle, bigger than his head.
Yeah, so Stan Lee had to stand in that position, and that's an exact. He says in his autobiography.
2018 for Cap Hydra, by the way.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense now.
Sure does.
This is an early Cassandra Cain as Batwoman, Batgirl. Here is her first full appearance.
That's a good one.
So a few weeks ago, I got the another one where I guess it was her first time on the cover, and I had 2 copies of that because I was looking for this, and I finally got this.
What's funny is, other than Cassandra, that No Man's Land stuff, you can't give it away.
Yeah, no, it's like dollar bin stuff.
Right.
Traditionally.
Right.
Oh, strangely enough, whenever there's a new comic that just comes out after about a month or so, yeah, I'm going to be paying at least $5 for it. This is one of those final issues, and I've been having my eye on this gal right here, her first appearance in, that title.
So, very true story. There are, right around the same time period, both Black Hawk and Detective Comics have two different Catmans running out of a fire talking about how they're wasting one. They can afford to waste one of their lives.
True.
That was the
Well,
day
true.
of Catmen, back when Catmen were running around. You could just do that.
Almost.
There were multiple Catmen.
Flipped. You just flipped it. And it was the exact same cover.
Yeah, there was another Catman that was running around in the 1940s. There's another one running around in the 50s. There's one running around at DC. And there's one right here. There's probably more. I've probably forgotten them. Yeesh. All right, here's my Brave and the Bold. I only got one, but nothing so cool as Lady Fantastic. But hey, go ahead.
I got that one.
Of course you do. I still need to get so many more of these. But it's introducing the Bat Squad.
That's so
cool. You know what?
Bat Squad.
Do you know what other issues the Bat Squad have appeared in?
None.
This one. Just this one.
Why does he have a lightsaber?
What's weird is they did the Batman, what was it? Batman Incorporated, and they didn't even incorporate the Bat Squad.
Yeah, how the hell do you do that? It's like Grant Morrison forgot. And this is Grant Morrison. They don't forget.
They don't forget. That tells you how bad the Bat Squad was.
Yeah, they're forgettable, I guess. All right, next up. Slowly piecing together the run, not the entire 300 issues. God, no, I don't want all of them. That's a lot. That would be like going, yeah, sure. Why don't I just start collecting, I don't know, Savage Dragon? That's like 2 long boxes.
What the fuck, man?
Yeah, sorry. I just don't have the room for it. But you collect it. You started to. So me, like my Spawn that I don't read, I just keep on doing it. I should be focusing on this instead, at least for the issues written by Garth Ennis. Pennis. So issue 50. Yeah, not all 300 issues are written by him. There's even an issue that was written by I don't exactly know how to say it, but this guy.
So the fun of Miracleman. What?
Yeah. I should have retired that a long time ago. So even though there was an issue that was written by that guy, you can get that a lot cheaper now because, reasons.
Forever Tainted.
Oh,
Forever.
Jealousy.
That's a good one.
So here's issue 3. I'm slowly piecing together a run of Shazam as well. Right now, I literally only have the keys, which hopefully should make it a little bit easier finding the rest of the series.
The 80 or 100 page giants, the square bounds in the middle are actually kind of tough to come by. There's like 8 square bounds or 6 square bounds in the middle.
Oh, I'm aware. And I have to make sure that they're... Yeah, all those square bounds that are like really thick have the square bound binding. I need to make sure that they're not all destroyed like most of them usually are. So it'll be a while, but I'm sure it'll be worth it. Especially since it's written by the same guy that basically created the whole thing, C.C. Beck.
Used to watch the original live action when he toured around the U.S. in an RV with his uncle Dudley.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, we got 1 season of that show, right?
I think it was 2 because they had 2 different Shazams. They had
Did
2 different guys playing it.
All right,
yeah.
All right.
That's kind of like talking about the TV show Silk Stockings. And it's like, wait, so which cast? What are you talking about? Well, there was the first cast and they wanted to go make movies. And then the second cast, the viewers hated them. So then they got a third cast and that was doing okay. It's like, so why didn't they change the name of the show? Wait, what are we talking about again? All right, this one here I picked up because A, I have just about every issue of The Authority, but B, it's The Authority and Lobo, and with the new James Gunn movie coming out, I better get this sooner than later. And what I didn't realize upon picking this up, Jingle Hell, Lobo, what is this? But it's a sequel. It's a sequel to the Lobo Paramilitary Christmas special.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this was a fun read. The only way it could have even been more fun is if, like, I don't know, Garth Ennis did the dialogue. But otherwise, it's a great issue. And so Miracleman knows that I got this the other week. I had the first issue bagged and boarded and everything, but it was still in a bag. So I picked up a full run for $15. Now I have issue 1, Magnola.
That's a Roy Thomas written series for Topps Comics.
Dude, Roy Thomas has done a lot of different Draculas.
Oh, yeah.
He's done so many different iterations, but like it's because he does it well.
Right.
And Gene Colan's usually with him, drawing vampires.
And he loves to drink blood.
All of those voices I had in my head as I picked up this run.
The Living Dead. Sorry.
And look, if you see Topps Comics, 99 times out of 100, it's worth a pickup. The only one I can't say that about is the X-Files. I've never read any of those books from Topps, but every other book I've ever picked up from Topps.
Those early X-Files issues, when they were coming out because the series was so hot on TV, the first issue was like a $50 book way back in the day. Cover price now.
Right.
And this is the last thing I picked up because I'm slowly putting together a run of this. I now have issues 3 and 4.
That's a tough one actually to come by.
Yeah.
I probably should have paid like the $200 or $300 and just picked up the full run, but instead I'm going like, okay, $12 here, $15 there. How much is the final issue? Holy shit!
Yeah, they don't fuck around with that one.
So does anybody have anything else, or should we jump into the subject?
I gotta show off. What I picked up today.
All right, let me see.
I showed it in our group chat. I got a whole short box worth of books left, and we're gonna save those for another time. But I am a very big fan of Copra by Michel, and I'm gonna say his name wrong. I'm gonna say Michel Fife, and I'm so sorry if I said it totally wrong. I apologize. But Copra is a book he makes himself. He sells it on his Etsy site. He had 6 issues of it were run through Image during COVID. Now he's back.
Impossible to find.
Impossible to find.
And not find them.
And I found a near complete run.
Because he's an asshole.
Issues 1 through 6 I got in the 2 compendiums here. But then after that,
each of those compendiums are at least about $100 a piece as well, because they're underprinted and you could only find them on Etsy from the original creator.
Right. Issue set. The rest of these,
love
$40, $50 books all day long.
Love it.
And it is almost a complete run. I'm only missing issue 30 and 31 from this. Look, if you like John Ostrander's Suicide Squad,
I do.
And if you haven't read Copra,
I haven't.
Then you're missing out on the best John Ostrander Suicide Squad not made by John Ostrander. Every character is based. That guy's name is Digger. Who does he look like?
Me?
Everybody in here is a take off of an Ostrander Suicide Squad character. Now, I'm going to tell you, these books, very pricey when you find them on the back market, right? Very, very pricey. I got them for cover price.
Oh, my gosh.
Nope, stop talking, go to jail.
That one's autographed by Mr. Fife himself.
Jesus.
That's
totally mispronouncing his name.
Even again, very sorry. And I also I didn't get he did the main Copra series, and then he did the Copra Verses, which were even harder to come by. These are all about the villains. This only had 2 of those issues. So I got myself 29, 7, so 26 books for $166.
Wow.
26 of the hardest to find self-published books of the last 20 years. And every one of them's a goddamn banger. Seriously, if you haven't read this, you can pick up all the trades from Image. I think he sells them on his Etsy site still. And he'll autograph them if you order them from him on his Etsy site. Death of Copra is coming out now. He's finally ending it. It's going to end at a total of 50 issues. This is one of the best. It is a top of the read pile book every time it comes out. So this is, look, if you like Ostrander Suicide Squad.
I do.
Bronze Tiger.
Oh, I remember. Deadshot.
Lashina.
The Enchantress.
What was her name? It was Lashina, right? The gun girl who was actually the female Fury.
Yeah.
That's her name.
Here's Captain Boomerang. There's Shade the Changing Man. I mean, that's Count Vertigo. This is Ostrander Suicide Squad from like an alternate universe. That's how I look at it. And he's a huge fan of it. He fully says he's a huge fan. The art the layouts are great. The art's great. The story's great. So seriously, take a look for those. I was so happy. When I went to that con, I got some great pickups. But the guy I went with got the pickups of the day. So I was kind of bummed out. But then I found these, and I feel much better now.
Okay. You can rub it in that I don't have it. Thank you.
I will. I'll rub it in.
Maybe one of these days I'll actually get to run a Copra myself, but seeing at the prices they are, oh my God. But considering, and I see Lady, so we're going to make this real quick. Modern Creeper Comics. This is what we're talking about. If there's something that has been coming out slowly that you're getting for cover price, and then all of a sudden you're running your CLZ and it has it connected to cover price, and you go, wait a second, that was a $5 book. How much are $58 for just a random issue 6? There's no first appearance. What is it? Oh, there's like a print run of less than 5,000, and now it was licensed by Image, and now Image is publishing it at a much higher count, is causing more eyes on it, and now more people want it. So that $50 book is now a $100 book, and that's Copra right now. But other books that I was even looking up from, just running down a short list, there's like Spider Boy 11. You go to look that up right now. It just came out last year. It's not even a year old. It's a $20, $30 book easy right now. Yes, Michael. Yes.
I gotta go.
Okay, lady. Thank you so much for coming tonight.
I had fun.
Night,
Take
lady.
care, guys.
Love you, bye.
Yeah, bye.
All right, a couple others, and I'm even going to throw some things up here on eBay just to see what it comes up as. So here's another one, the Aliens versus Avengers. This is the Mark Brooks, and let me just share the screen here. Present. Share screen. And let's put it up on this eBay. So here's one such book. And this is something that is not that old, just came out back in 2019, but people are charging, if you look for this book in particular, just this Red Hood Outlaw 36 Putri variant, and I'll run another search for this here. You're going to see that just about every single person selling this, it's at about $40. Even some of the other issues that are the B covers, you're seeing the same thing. Like, holy crap, what is up with a 26?
Wow.
Is it that it's that low print? What is it? I don't understand. That was one that I noticed a while back. But here's the big one that just the other week when I noticed this is what really got my attention. This was the Nick Robles variant for Robins 2. And yes, it did come down this week. It is still number 10 for the biggest drop. But because the prices have been so all over the place and there's just not that many of them on eBay. But here you go. Issue 2, $120.
Good God.
What the hell? Why?
Wow.
I mean, I remember when this came out. I remember paying the low cost for it. Forgot about it entirely.
Oh yeah.
But somebody over last week paid $150 for this, and you're seeing that now people have come down a bit. So now it's right around $80 on average. This guy has it for $65, but you really still have to figure in the tax and delivery. So it still is about an $80 book or so. So that's why it's still coming up at $78 in CLZ. But I mean, this is a new book. What's causing this? I don't have an answer for this. But then there's ones that we've kind of known about for a little while, like this Amazing Spider-Man 55 second print Pat Zurcher variant. And this one here was another open order. Anybody could get it. And if you're trying to find specifically that issue, you're going to be paying at least 20. Sometimes people are getting as high as 50 for it. But wow. There's another one, that Black Cat 11 that lady was showing just a few minutes ago. That is the Campbell variant, and you're going to be hard pressed to find it under $20, $30. I hear 25, 29, and specific to this book is the first appearance of Iron Cat. Yes, she had her own series. It was an Iron Man armor with Felicia Hardy, but it lasted 5 issues and it was done. That was it. But still, it retains its value. It has not gone down. Here's another one. This is Detective Comics number 1022, the Lee Bergermo variant. This one came out way back in 2020. And yeah, here's another one. $35, $20, $14. And a lot of them are the variants. You'll see the A covers go for about $4 or $5, maybe even $10 all day long. You take a look at the B covers for things that were from like 2022 and before. It's going for a lot more. Here's another one. It's right up there in the corner of my room, but this is the Avengers 29. This is, let me just get rid of that. So as a second print, they put War Widow, which is Black Widow, in her Iron Man kind of costume. And even this is like going to be at least a $25 to $50 book. It's just a creeper. One of those things that you keep an eye on. Another one, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I'll just try and spell it all out to see what happens. Now, most issues within the IDW Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles have all really dropped. This was once going for about $50, still going for at least about 20 or so. And it's only dropped because the initial series hit issue 150, it ended, and now we're right back to almost down to cover price for some of these. I'm surprised the second printing's going for even less. That's another example. Here's another one. This is one I got from Lady Fantastic a few years back. This is a huge creeper. And this is something that even Comic Tom talked about way back in the early 2020s, right around the time of the pandemic. This is when we found out there was, it even says it right here, a print run of 996 books. You couldn't get this for under $100 back in 2021. Now, $35 book, but it's still retaining its value. The first print, I mean, it's basically almost damn near cover price, but you look for this almost washed out background and you got yourself a really rare book there. I mean, you're not even seeing many of them come up on eBay. So that's another one. Here is, well, this one we talked about the other week, so I won't talk about the West Coast Avengers 7. But here's another one, since I think it was either you or Lady Fantastic that showed a What If. Here is a What If The Punisher. This is the Spider-Man version. Came out in 2018 and can't get it really for under $30 at least. This guy has it for a little less, but I'll buy it now. Another creeper. And here's one that way back when we had Ace on the show, they were telling us about These Savage Shores. And what we didn't know about These Savage Shores way back then is that the writer was Ram V. And now he's writing some of the biggest books that are coming out from DC. And this particular copy was, it was based off of the Tomb of Dracula #1. You can't find it for under at least $50 or so. This is another creeper. Very, very rare to find. Even the first print is pretty up there. I'll see if I can grab maybe one or two more just to show you. Here's one that, as I thought that the series was wrapping up, all of a sudden, there's now a whole universe. Now there's a whole bunch of first appearances in it. If you're trying to look for that Geiger 80-page giant.
What?
Well, this one is different. I think that's retailer. But there you go. It's about at least a $20 book.
Crazy.
$30 for that particular one. That's actually the first red coat there. That's the cover you should be looking for.
Yeah, that's a good cover too.
But I haven't even read the newer Geiger stuff. I love the initial series, but I just went way too many titles, and I didn't think that Jeff Johns could actually finish a title, and then he wound up being consistent.
Yeah.
So one more, maybe one or two. All right, here is Batman, Superman, World's Finest. This is the regular A cover of issue 6. Why is it going for $50?
That's weird.
Why is it going for $100?
What? It's not even a good cover.
Should not be.
What is going on? Why can't we even like find it? I mean, I'm scrolling down here.
Show me that cover again.
You know why? You know why that one's going so much? Do you know what the B cover was?
What?
It was a Dodson Supergirl Batgirl. That's what everybody bought.
Oh.
That's why the standard Mora is so rare. Who the hell ordered an A cover when you could have had this instead?
Right, so here we go. I know I can find it here. It's somewhere. I think this is one of the others.
Work. Don't get me wrong, but why would you go Dan Mora over Dodson with Supergirl and Batgirl? Yes, you wouldn't.
There it is, right there.
There it is.
$5 book.
Yep.
Everybody got that one.
Yeah.
Everybody got that. Nobody got the cover that we can't just find. This one's $4.
Right.
$5, $7. You're overcharging. The 1 in 25 you can get for $6.
Right.
But you try and find that the A cover, $55 is the lowest you can find it currently on eBay. You cannot find it almost, period. I have it. I got it for cover price. I can't explain why this is happening.
Tell it, Rob. Tell it.
If anybody can figure out why some of these are really blowing up the way that they are, please let us know in the comments after the show. We'll make a whole nother show about this.
I have a feeling that it might have something to do with the fact that Mark Waid recently came out and said Dan Moore is the greatest living artist.
Ew.
Maybe?
He said something along those lines.
Oh, well, I can't even find it. There's an B cover for the Hellboy, giant robot Hellboy that should be going for around at least $20, $30, $40, but I can't even find it. Okay, well, next, here's the last one I'll throw up here for right now. And of course, all the Something is Killing the Children, the early second prints, all of them are just $30, $40, $50 and up. But this Fall of the House of X-Men #1 second print is a Phil Noto variant. This one also surprised me. Okay, actually, maybe my CLZ might be a little off because it was telling me it was at least a $20 book, but now I'm looking at eBay, $5, $6. So I guess somebody talked about it and then flooded the market, because that's sometimes what will happen. Here, last one, Ultimate Comics or Ultimate Spider-Man 8. This is pretty damn new, but this one started kind of inching up there. So the A cover, $30.
What?
Okay, this one's like only $9, but this one's still bidding. But the regular A cover is at least a $20 to $30 book for issue 8. Many of the rest of them are like $5, $10, maybe $15. Issue 8, that's the one that is kind of pretty up there. First print, $40. What the hell? So again, these are just some of the ones that I just wanted to talk about to let the audience know that there are a lot of these modern books that for whatever reason started creeping up from cover price. You could have ordered it open order variant, open order A covers. if your shop does FOC, final order cutoff, make sure that you hit that so it gets in on time, because otherwise you might wind up be paying a little bit later on for that. Anybody else have any books that they wanted to show before we wrap up?
Good.
All good. All right. Well, in that case, we're going to wrap up the show. I want to thank everybody for coming. Miracleman, Mr. Daily Occurrence Lad. We'll just call you Michael. Michael, thank you so much for coming out tonight. Tacoma out there, I know you're having dinner. I want to thank you. And anytime you can't play poker, there's game night over here. We can make game night any day of the week that we want. So Barbarian Kung Fu says that what if is a variant. Oh. I didn't know there was more than one cover for that, but now I'm going to have to look into that, because I think there was another kind of variant where there was a black suit, or maybe that was the one. I don't know. Well, in any case, we're going to just wrap up the show right now. Again, thank you all so much for coming. We're going to do this all over again next week. I believe tomorrow night there's going to be an Astonishing Comics vintage auction. And if it's not vintage, it's just one of the regular auctions. Drop a comment if there's anything that you want to see on this show in the future. We will try and accommodate for that. But as always, smash the like, hit and subscribe for notifications. We've been doing these shorts. I've been doing them every single day. We've added quite a few new people to the channel. This past week, we did one where, as I realized, I'm showing comic book runs, but as I'm showing comic book runs, one of these videos hit 2.7 thousand people that watched it. And that's when I realized it's for Stormwatch, not the Authority, fucking Stormwatch. These people aren't watching it for the comics. They're watching it for the music. So I'm basically doing music videos to comics. So if you like trance, dance, techno music, that's what I set this all to. I'm a huge fan of this stuff. Maybe not him, but yeah, Titanium by David Guetta with Sia doing the vocals. It was done at Ultra Music Festival a couple weeks ago, and I'm guessing that's what caused it. But I do at least 6 videos a week, where at least 3 during the course of the week they're going to be just short runs or portions of full runs, and on the weekends it's like what I showed on the show tonight, which was the back issues that I picked up. And then on Sunday I do the top 10. The top 10 I also show on Blue Sky on Sunday, either morning or early afternoon, depends when I wake up. I write it the night before, but that's what I do. So if you want to check out those shorts, you can see it down in the description down there in your love box, and check that out after the show. Otherwise, we're going to do this all over again. Let me see if I can find it. April the 25th, Old Comic Book Wednesday. Actually, Wednesdays when we pick up the new books. So it's Old Comic Book Day. And what is Old Comic Book Day, Michael? What is it?
What?
Every day. Old Comic Book is every day.
That's
which
right.
is what we do videos for now, every day. We only do one live show on Fridays, Old Comic Book Day. We'll see you next week. Love y'all. Night, night.
Thanks for tuning in. If you want to see this episode again, along with a catalog of back episodes and issues, surf on over to Not Near Mint on YouTube, Twitter, and Instagram. Subscribe and hit that bell for notifications.